Another amazing week of Lego creation. Today we should have a somewhat shorter episode because there are not many contests to cover, but we still have a lot of amazing creations, in particular some very cool characters and animal build. As always, remember that all the builders and the articles mentioned in this video will be linked in the description down below for you to go and check them out. Welcome to a new episode of This Week in Bricks. Let's start from Dera0503. We feature it multiple times. There are some stunning build. And if you remember, we saw a work in progress of a build a few weeks ago, and here is finally done, the Lego Peacock. I mean, finally. It's been a pretty fast turnout since that work in progress, and the build is just stunning. The parts usage is crazy. Starting from all those feathers at the back, some very interesting colors and very interesting parts usage, also with some more regular leaf pieces that create this very interesting pattern. The neck of the peacock we saw already, very interesting parts usage with those like dino mouth pieces, I guess. Very cool. And also there are some very interesting parts usage. I'm not sure actually what are these parts coming from. You can let me know in the comments down below. These are a little bit on the back part between the feathers and the neck. Very interesting head pieces used for this build. Let me know in the comments. Next up, we have legosnaillad. We featured him before already a few times with a very interesting sort of modular kind of building, even though it doesn't have the usual modular connection type. This is a Mediterranean corner. A lot of very nice details, very nice architecture, very nice choice of color, very well balanced, really lovely build. Next up, we have jerac.lego with a very interesting sort of art build. So we have two pieces here called Watchers, the last piece. There are some very interesting Lego techniques over here. The one on top, you can see a bending technique with all these, I don't know if plates or tiles or a mix of those that are curved with a very interesting color combination and shading of colors from the yellow to the purple on the side. And the bottom one, we have a very nice micro scale skyline. And then this bright light that expand, again here with a technique where the plates are not fully connected, are connected on one side, and that they're not fully connected on the side, creating this very interesting pattern, again with a very nice shading of different colors. Very cool. Then we have skabram.builds. We feature him many times. He likes to build these very cool birds in different types and different scales. Here we have a micro scale one, Gwahir, Lord of the Eagles. This is from Lord of the Rings, with Gandalf riding it. Very nice build, and I really love also the very nice base that has built at the bottom with a little bit of lava coming off the rocks, and also this very nice curved gray stand that hold the eagle and Gandalf on top. Very cool. Next up, again, we saw him already many times, Nabe Mox, Sakaya Watanabe. He's been putting out an amazing series of creations this year, and this is just stunning. This is Fujin. I'm not too familiar, is some sort of powerful wind god. I'm not too sure again about the source material, even though I saw this image before. And the parts usage is insane. We could talk about this for days, but just look at it. Look at the bottom, there's some cloth pieces over there, and then he's using some like car wood pieces for the stomach and the chest of this figure. But then in the head, there's some crazy parts usage. There's some minifigure hair pieces in white for the beard. There's a boomerang piece for the mustache. We have some a big end of like Hulk figure in green over there for the cheeks. And then we have some more hair pieces all around the eyes. On the hair we have horn pieces, minifigure ends. There's a little bit of everything. It's just amazing how this coming together. Very cool. Next up, we have the Lego Darth Knight, that we recently featured in a previous video, with another very cool mock, and this is the Predator. instantly recognizable, very, very cool. And I love in particular the build for the air. I mean, I don't know if they are actually air or whatever they're called, flowing down with some art pieces and some curved pieces. Very, very nice, very nicely done. Next up, we have Tangli 9, that we featured as well some time ago here on the channel, with this interesting character that I think is from a video game. I'm not familiar with the source material again. Hallow Knight Silksong. Very, very interesting character. And this is on a smaller scale, which I always love. This is on a 8x8 base, smaller type of character, but very, very cool and very, very well built. Then we have Pink Wheels. We featured it before a few times, and here we are going to talk about Frogust. So we are gonna see some very, very cool frog builds. The first one is this one. Behold Lily's Grandma Baba Froga Swamp Mage. Very, very cool. A lot of interesting parts usage here as well. With a darker green color scheme, we have seen more bright colors with all this frog. For this one in particular, the choice went to dark green. Then we have palixa.and.the.bricks that we just featured last week on the This Week in Bricks. With another different color scheme, we have a white frog over here. This is Frog Fountain. A very interesting parts usage with those eyes looking at the butterfly. Some interesting pieces for the potted plants on the side. Very, very nice build for this fountain. Next up, we have Benny Bird with another very, very interesting take on the frog. This is a Frogstronaut. So this frog is ready to go into space and heavily armed with a lot of gear. Very, very well done. Then we have, of course, Lego designer Poaturon with an ancient Roman frog, and the pants here are very, very good. This is Frogustus or Froctavian. I think they fit very well. Founder of the Frogan Empire, sought to conquer the shore of the Mediterranean pond. Very, very fun and nice build with two helmets around the eyes on top. Very, very cool parts usage. Now let's move into the article section of the week. We have tips and bricks with tips on how to build habitats. I love minifigure habitats. You can see also my Formula 1 build there in the corner, on the top corner, that has been featured over here. A lot of builders are featured here. I would have appreciated if everybody is tagged properly so people can click and go to see each of the builder profile. Anyway, a lot of people in these, a lot of cool builders and cool habitats featured in this build, and in this article. And then we have a technique analysis about a mock that we featured weeks ago by Carter Witz, the micro all fishing store. It's a beautiful set, scaled down very, very well, and there are a lot of very interesting technique over here. Go and check it out. They go into all the details of all the little parts that has been used. There are also the interesting color shading here for the water. Very, very well built. If you want to go and check out this builder, here there's a typo, but you can go and find him on Flickr. So here is the link down below. You can go and check him out. Then we move on to New Elementary, a lot of reviews as usual on Break Elementary. Here we have an article by Tom Loftus about this brick round corner 2x2x1 that was from a Sonic the Hedgehog set. Very, very interesting part that go and fill up a gap in this sort of type of macaroni piece. And here you can see all the different type of connection and where these part land and what are the different sizes of these types of parts that we have in the Lego inventory. And then we have a very interesting mock using this part, slave one, micro scale slave one, very, very well done, with a nice use also of an elastic band going around the curved pieces. Very, very cool on such a small scale. Then we have the Brothers Brick with some very interesting features this week as well. We have a modern micro-scale city built by Oliver Barrell. This is very, very interesting. I love in particular how this road kind of flows down and curve. Very, very interesting build over here. We also have a build by Byldan that we feature with the Summer Joust builds, and this is an incredible head of Darth Maul. A lot of very cool parts usage here. We have minifigure end, minifigure arms, we have sausage pieces, and my favorite part has to be the gear piece for the teeth. Very, very, very cool build. Then we move on to Brick Nerd. We have some interesting interviews over here. This one is an older interview by Tenandes with Ken Ito, which is a Japanese builder, I guess, building a different type of animals, in particular water type of animals. A lot of interesting picture and a very interesting interview here that you can go and check out. They also have a little bit of background of a collaboration that we featured. This was a brick wall. This is a national park collaboration of the Rebel Lag. Very, very, very cool. And here you can see the interview by Chris Roberts with Drew and Paul, which are members of this collaboration. And you have some pictures as well. My favorite one has to be this one, where you go and see a live image of the place of the park together with the build in the same picture. I think it's very, very, very cool. Then we were talking all these weeks about Frogust. So here we have an article by Simon Liu with all the background story about this themed month and how this came together and how different builders approach this. As always, very, very interesting with all Simon's article. We don't have new contest, as far as I know, this month, but we have the results, the announcement of the winners of the Lego House contest, which is a very, very fun contest. So for the If It Runs on Rail, we have a first place for the Embarking the Steam Rail Car by Redera00. Amazing builder, go and check him out. This is just a beautiful build. And the runner-up is Mr. Fox and Car by JPerk13. The next category is 20,000 Bricks Under the Sea. Captain versus Steampunk Sub by Delusion Brick got the first place. Beautiful steampunk build. Second place for the Wonder Jellyfish by Leplic Leloic, that we feature multiple times here on This Week in Bricks. And then we have Under the Microscope with a beautiful first place Inhabitants by SJ's Workshop. Very, very interesting build, very, very fun. Runner-up for Data Delivery by Ibalkan. And the first 3 places will get also a very cool brick build trophy for this contest. Now let's move into an interesting YouTube section this week. Of course, we often feature Cheesy Studios. He put out a video with a recap of all the 3 years that he has been building the Minecraft world. So if you've been following that, it's very interesting. If you haven't followed, this is an amazing recap. Then we have Jason Bricks in 5, smaller channel with some very interesting build. So we have some upscale Disney figure. Everything started with this Oswald build, but then of course we have Mickey, we have Minnie, we have Oswald partner, and we have Goofy. Very, very cool build. I highly recommend you to go and check it out. Then we have Mishima Production. We featured this channel before. This is a Mars Explorer Mech. This is inspired by the Lego Friends Mars rover. It's a very fun friend set that I built, and I made some alternative models for that if you want to go and check it out. So this was inspired by that, by that set. So go and check it out. Very, very fun. Then we have Dan Defend, which is an amazing build that has been away for quite some time. Now he's back, and he put out his first video after a long time away, and he's a nice Peruvian inspired, I think, based on his recent travels build. Very, very cool. And also in his community post, he recommended a channel that I straight away go and check out. And I hope soon there will be more video released by Lego Unlimited Mox. Very new channel, very small. Go and check it out. There is a wizard tower that is very, very well built. And here there's a little bit of a breakdown of some of the techniques used for this tower. Very, very cool. On my channel, I have a very fun project that I did this week. I have a custom display on a display case for the mini bonsai tree. So I did 3 vignettes, one for each of the mini Lego bonsai trees, with a clear plexiglass as water to see with not much shade the build underneath. And I also have the behind the scene video, my vlog video for members only, if you're interested in knowing a little bit more about that. If you like this video, please consider to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, or go and check out previous videos, previous episodes of This Week in Bricks. Here is the playlist and the last episode link on screen. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao.